So ever since Conor McGregor took the biggest L you could ever take, his fans kind of disappeared a little bit, you know. You got fans that try to defend him, but they don't have nothing to say. They have no point to stick by. They have nothing to bring to the table that they could argue with. However, we have Ariel, biggest Conor McGregor fan, right? And what tripped me out, he's a UFC analyst, supposedly. And he's also a reporter. Now he's on ESPN. He got a show there. So on that show, he stated that Khabib is copying the blueprint of Conor McGregor. And that he need to get his own identity, basically. He need to establish his own narrative. Blah, 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 blah. And the reason why this is just a bunch of rubbish, what is Khabib copying from Conor McGregor? And my biggest question is, why you didn't come out and say this when Conor McGregor stole Floyd Money Mayweather blueprint? If you talking about stealing somebody blueprint, for real, Conor McGregor basically just copied the image of Floyd Mayweather in the MMA or in the UFC. In a more disrespectful way, he was going all out. Floyd Mayweather never really took it too personal. He just tried to get into his opponent's head. But Conor McGregor, he don't give a damn. You could tell he literally mean what he say. But my point is, Floyd Money Mayweather changed his middle name to Money after defeating Oscar De La Hoya and becoming the cash cow. He used to be called Pretty Boy Floyd in his prime. After defeating Oscar, he became a superstar. He changed his middle name to Money. And he used his lifestyle, being flashy, rich, flamboyant, to promote himself. But he also backed it up in the ring. Meanwhile, Conor McGregor couldn't do so. So my issue here is, I didn't see Ariel go off on Conor McGregor for copying Floyd Mayweather to a T. That was plagiarism in a way, because he was doing everything that Floyd Mayweather was doing. From his approach to the game, to the trash talk, to using the money tactic to get off on your opponent and get in their head as far as, hey, I got more money than you. Conor McGregor was telling his opponents, I made you rich. I made you and your whole family rich. Just like when Floyd Mayweather was telling Sugar Shane Mosley, why you out here wearing a green suit when I'm the money man? I'm the money machine over here. So my point is, I never seen Ariel Helwani go off on Conor McGregor for being the fake copy of Floyd Mayweather in the UFC. Instead, he embraced him, and he even became his biggest fan, because after Conor McGregor took his biggest L, he came out and stated that Conor McGregor didn't really lose. It was a win and lose situation for him. What? That don't even add up, because Conor McGregor took 2 L's that night. He got beat up in the ring and after the fight. How you get beat up in the aftermath? That's my question. And you talking about that wasn't the biggest L a person could take? You talking about there's a win in it because he wasn't embarrassed after the loss? Bruh, if he wasn't that embarrassed, he would have done an interview. We didn't see his face since. Only in the Cowboy games out here drinking whiskey and shit. Meanwhile, Khabib did everything he said he was going to do. He said, I'm not going to shake his hand after the fight, after I beat him up, because he disrespected my dad, my family, my religion. And during the fight, he was telling him, hey, talk trash now. And Conor McGregor apologized during the fight. That's how much of a weak person he is. He has a weak mentality. Because how you going to give up during the fight? You showing your opponent you gave up when you're telling them it's just business. But anyways, Khabib basically beat up Conor McGregor and slapped him during the fight and beat up his whole team afterwards. And he became a mega and a superstar after the fight. So how you telling me he took a L in that situation? Obviously he didn't take a L. Instead, he took probably 3 more W's just in that win. Meanwhile, Conor McGregor, that was an equivalent of 2 L's in one night. But Helwani has the audacity. He has the audacity to come out and say Khabib is out here stealing Conor McGregor blueprint and get your own narrative, because he's out here celebrating his win with his fans, going to arenas, getting invited to meet presidents from all over the world. All the Middle Eastern presidents invited him over. Putin, the guy who Conor McGregor sat down with and got invited to meet during the World Cup, and Conor McGregor ran with it and was like, hey, Khabib, I'm out here getting loved by your own president. He not showing you love, but he's showing me love. But guess what? Khabib earned everybody respect after the fight. And you saw who Putin is chilling with after the fight. It ain't no Conor McGregor, I tell you that. Shit, you could probably catch Conor McGregor in Burger King. That's about it. That's the only place they might show him love. But like I said, Khabib is just out here celebrating his win. They disrespected him before the fight. He did his thing during the fight and after the fight. He apologized. They took the man money. They haven't gave him his money yet. They suspended him. And he's just out here doing what he's supposed to do, which is after apologizing and doing the most, he's out here just celebrating his win, being mad respectful. Something that Conor McGregor doesn't do. It's the opposite of what Conor McGregor does. And let Helwani tell it, Khabib is out here trying to be Conor McGregor. He want to be Conor McGregor. It's laughable because we all know Khabib is the opposite person of Conor McGregor, because he's a religious person, a respectful person, all the above. Everything that Conor McGregor is not, Khabib is. A real person. And he's also very humble and down to earth. All these characteristics, none of them fit Conor McGregor. And you don't see Khabib out here going wild, talking gangster because he beat up Conor McGregor. Matter of fact, he's out here saying, damn, my dad about to smack me for doing what I did after the fight. He's out here showing respect and homage to his dad, and he talking about that's not the way I got raised. No matter, even if I get disrespected, my dad taught me to be the bigger person and to walk away from a situation like that, or avoid it if you can. Now, Ariel Helwani know all this. He interviewed Khabib back in the day. Matter of fact, he the person with the interview with Khabib stating, hey, UFC, that's bullshit for what y'all did, giving Conor McGregor the title shot when I already signed the contract. How y'all gonna do that? I'm the #1 mandatory, blah, 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 blah. So he knows how the beef started and all that. And he saw how Conor McGregor took it somewhere it wasn't supposed to be. And I don't know if I'm saying his name right, Helwani or whatever, but I don't even care, because a person like that doesn't get no respect. He knows the in and out. He knows what's going on, but he still chooses to talk nonsense and establish a narrative to make Khabib look like the bad guy in this situation, or try to make at least both of them look like the bad guy. He just don't want Khabib to look like the good guy, because that's not his favorite person in the world. That's Conor McGregor. He out here kissing ass. Like I said, Khabib always showed him love, always did interviews with him. He could always talk to Khabib. Why you don't call Khabib and talk about it, or tell them that to his face? But you out here telling him, oh, you copying Conor McGregor blueprint, that's not you, be you. And you know damn well none of those things are true. You just trying to establish a bad narrative on Khabib and make him look like the bad guy in the media. And that's what the media does. But guess what? This is new media. I ain't letting that slide. Over this side, like I said, I'm exposing all type of bullshit, because you could tell it's not coming from a good place from Helwani, because if it is, he will have a point. He has no point, literally. And if it's coming from somebody who's not too informed, at least I understand. I give the person the benefit of the doubt. But when it's somebody who's so informed and know the in and out, like I said before, that person does not get the benefit of the doubt. So like I always say, subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, though, and go listen to Helwani or something. And if you're a real one and you want to stay updated, click on the notification bell to get notified every time we go live or post. But one last point, something he said as far as, oh, why Khabib doesn't go fight Tony Ferguson instead of doing this or that. And I'm like, what is you talking about? Khabib already stated that's the fight he wanted next. And he said before he retires, he got to fight Tony Ferguson. So get your facts straight, Helwani. Peace.